Have you seen all these influencers online living their best life in Bali, Thailand, or Colombia, posting about how amazing their life is abroad? Ever notice how they never really talk about how they're actually making money? A lot of these people were actually already rich before they moved, or they're not being honest about how they're financing their lifestyle. And it creates this false impression that you need to be wealthy to move abroad, or that everything will just work out when you get there. But that's just not true. I'm Anta Abroad. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to make money online or pretend I'm some expert at building passive income. I'm a 20-year-old student. But what I can show you is that there are way more options to financing living abroad than most people realize. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 realistic ways to finance living abroad so you can stop using money as an excuse and actually start working toward the life you want. Now let's get into it. The first option is to start your own online business. So basically, you're building your own business that operates entirely online. This could be e-commerce, content creation, selling digital products, coaching, agency work, etc. Basically, you create and run it yourself. So the pros of this is that you have total freedom, you're your own boss, you get higher potential for income, so the only person holding you back from earning more money is kind of yourself. You get to choose your own hours, you're location independent, you can work from anywhere, and you get to build something that's yours. Now the cons is that everything depends on you, your decisions, your performance, your discipline, and you're carrying all the risk. Your income can be unstable, especially at the start, and it's something that's going to take a lot of time to build up. And there's not really a safety net if things go wrong. Option 2, get a job in the country you can move to. So this is basically moving to your target country and then getting employed by a local company there, and you work a regular job just like the locals do. Now, the pros of this is you get a stable, predictable income, you get to immerse yourself in the culture and the language faster, you get to build local networks and connections, and it also kind of shows that you're committed to living there long term, which can be good for interacting with local people. Now, the cons are that you're going to need a work visa, and this can be complicated and expensive, and you're going to need a degree for a high-paying job, and the cultural and language barriers are going to be present. You're also region locked, which means you can't easily move around to different cities or different countries. And you're going to have lower wages than in Western countries most of the time. And also the job availability depends on the local market. Option 3, get a remote job from your home country. So basically, you get hired by a company in your home country or in any Western country that allows you to work remotely from anywhere in the world. The pros of this is you get benefits from the job, insurance, time off, this kind of stuff, the location freedom so you can live anywhere you want, get a stable income, and a Western salary in a cheaper country, which means your money goes further. And there's also less risk than starting your own business. The cons are, if you get fired, you're kind of cooked. You're also stuck with the wage you get, so you have a lower earning potential, like lower growth potential. Of course, you do get like raises and bonuses, but this is mostly just to keep up with inflation. You're also dependent on just one employer, and there might be time zone challenges depending on where you live in the world. And some companies don't allow international remote work, just national remote work, so you can live anywhere you want in the country, but you can't move abroad. And then you might also need some kind of special visa to work remotely in some countries. Option 4, freelancing. So this is basically when you're self-employed and getting contracted by companies or individuals to do specific work like design, writing, programming, consulting, etc. And you can have multiple clients at once. Now the pros of this is you get more freedom than a regular job. You get to choose your own clients and projects. You set your own rates. So you decide how much you're charging these companies or individuals. So you're also able to have multiple income streams by having multiple clients. You get to build skills and portfolio over time. And with this, you're also location independent, so you can live anywhere you want. The cons of this is that you're going to have unstable income depending on landing on clients. And you handle everything yourself, taxes, admin, finding work, unless you hire some personal assistant to help you with that. You don't really get any benefits like insurance, paid time off, like you are your own boss. And the hustle never really stops. You always need to find the next client. And your income can fluctuate wildly from month to month. So the last and final option is offshore work. So this is basically when you work out at sea on like oil or gas platforms, wind farms, drilling rigs, or ships, and you typically work in rotations, meaning that you work for some period of time and then you have a certain period of time off, and you live on site while working. Now, the pros of this is you get long time off between rotations, so you get a lot of free time to go travel and do whatever. These jobs are usually high paying because of the higher risk, and you also get job benefits like insurance, retirement, and these kinds of things. And all expenses are covered while on site, like food and accommodation, so you can save a lot of money since you're not spending money while working. The cons of this is that it's usually pretty physical demanding work, and the working conditions can be pretty hard depending on the job, and the shifts are usually pretty long, like they can be 12 or more hours per shift, and you're going to need a relevant degree or technical skill, and you're also away from family and friends for extended periods of time. And then there's also limited personal freedom while on rotation because you're stuck on the rig or the ship. It's not completely location independent because you have to return to the work site, but when you're off rotation, you of course have the freedom to go wherever you want. So there you have it, 5 real ways to finance living abroad. There's no single right option. It all depends on your situation, your skills, and what kind of life you want to build. Point is, you do have options. So don't let money be the excuse that stops you from going after what you actually want. And if you need help figuring out which option is best for you and how to actually prepare for your move the right way, then that's exactly what I help people with through my coaching program. I help set yourself up for success before you even leave, so you're not figuring everything out after you've already moved. If that sounds like something you need, then you can go check out the first link in the description to go learn more. And drop a comment and let me know which option you're planning to use, or if you have questions about any of these. And subscribe if you want more real talk about moving abroad, not just the stuff you see on Reels.